Hello, welcome to video number 77. This is Mr. Miller, and in this video we want to make sense of what negative exponents mean. So we have some examples over here like 5 to the negative 2. What does negative 2 power mean, and how should it work? Well, let's take a look at a few tables that might help us. So here we have powers of 2 listed. They start with 2 to the negative 4, and they go all the way up to 2 to the positive 4. And we want to see a pattern. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ones we're familiar with. Like 2 to the first power, we know is 2. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. And 2 to the fourth power is 16. So those we're familiar with. And I want to look at the pattern here. As we move to the right, we're multiplying by 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. If I go to the left in this table, we're dividing by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2, and that gives me the clue of how to keep continuing the pattern. So if I keep dividing by 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So it makes sense that 2 to the 0th power is 1. I'm going to keep dividing by 2. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. Okay, so we see that 2 to the negative 1 should be 1/2. I'm going to divide by 2 again. 1/2 divided by 2 is 1/4. 1/4 divided by 2 is 1/8. And 1/8 divided by 2 is 1/16. So there's a pattern I want you to see here. 2 to the first is 2. 2 to the minus 1 is 1/2. So notice how these two kind of go together. 2 squared is 4. 2 to the negative 2 is not 4, it's 1/4. These are reciprocals, so look at those two. 2 to the third is 8. 2 to the minus third is 1/8. Then 2 to the fourth is 16. 2 to the minus fourth is 1/16. Those go together. Okay, so if I had something like 2 to the minus 8, we could rewrite this as 1/2 to the positive 8. So 2 to the minus 8 and 2 to the 8th would be reciprocals. Alright, let's take a look at another table. So this is kind of the same thing. These are the powers of 5. So let's look for the pattern here. Again, I'm going to start with the ones I know. 5 to the first power is 5. 5 squared is 25. 5 to the third power is 125. And 5 to the fourth power is 625. Okay, so as I go to the right, I see that we're multiplying by 5. And if we go to the left, we're dividing by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. So again, we see the 0th power, anything to the 0th power is 1. The only time that's not true is 0 to the 0th. That's not defined. But any other number to the 0th power is 1. Okay, keep going to the left. We're dividing by 5, so 5 to the minus 1 is 1/5. 5 to the minus 2 is 1/25. Divide that by 5, we have 1/125. If I divide that by 5, I have 1/625. And again, notice the ones that go together. 5 to the first is 5. 5 to the minus 1 is 1/5. Those two are reciprocals. 5 squared is 25. 5 to the minus 2 is 1/25. Those two go together, etc. So like I said before, if I had something like 5 to the negative 6, that would be 1/5 to the positive 6. So 5 to the negative 6 and 5 to the positive 6 are reciprocals of each other. Okay, so that's what negative exponents mean. So we're just going to take one step further. We're going to practice simplifying expressions with negative exponents. So 6 squared is 36. 6 times 6 is 36. So 6 to the minus 2 would be simply 1 over 36. They're reciprocals. All right, if 3 to the 4th is 81, then 3 to the minus 4th would be 1 over 81. 10 to the 3rd power is 1,000. 10 to the minus 3rd is 1 over that, 1 over 1,000. 2 to the 7th, well, you could use your calculator as 128. So 2 to the minus 7 would have to be 1 over 128. Okay. All right. Let's practice these. So we're just going to rewrite them with positive exponents, then simplify. Okay, so first step, I'm going to write this 3 to the negative 3 as 1 over 3 to the positive 3. And then we just evaluate what that is. 3 to the 3rd is 27, so this is 1 over 27. Okay? All right, 7 to the minus 2. That would equal 1 over 7 to the positive 2. So I rewrote it with a positive exponent. Then 7 squared is 49, so I'll write it like that. 12 to the minus 1 would be 1 over 12 to the plus 1. Okay, we could leave it like that. 12 to the 1 is just 12, so that's just 1/12. 5 to the minus 3 is 1 over 5 to the plus 3. And we did this one already, so that's 125. 4 to the minus 1 would be 1 over 4 to the plus 1. And 2 to the minus 6 would be 1 over 2 to the plus 6, which is 1 over 64. Okay, so rewrite it with a positive exponent, and if it's in the, just evaluate it. All right. This is the journal assignment. So I want you to complete the table like I did in the examples. Maybe start with positive exponents, and that should tell you how to write the ones with the negative exponents. And then, just like I just did, write these with a positive exponent, and then evaluate the expression. Okay? So just take a look at the examples if you're not sure. Good luck. See you next time.